Uh, hello everyone. Hello everyone. So this is another definition video. So this is the difference between polarity and interpolation. Polarity and interpolation. So sorry, gotta move all these books. So I got the idea from reading this book, which is called Loon Shots by Safi Bakal, and so basically it talks about how people how basically you it says basically that the people with the craziest ideas usually change the world, but you know if you got a crazy idea, then you're far more likely to end up in a cycle than you are to end up uh, being a person of success. So ask me how I know that. Anyway, so basically the book says that people who have the craziest ideas usually have the biggest impact in society, but you have to temper that. You have to make your idea slightly more. There's a balance. You have to make your idea slightly more sane in order for it to actually be accepted, so on and so forth. Which leads me to the point of this video. So, in the book, it talks about Land, Edwin P. Land. I think his name is Edwin P. Land, who was the founder of Polaroid. Edwin P. Land, the founder of Polaroid, it says that he was this young genius who is sort. It's very similar to the life story of Bill Gates. So basically, Edwin P. Land, he uh, he uh, he basically he he broke into a science lab, sort of like the story about how Bill Gates was illegally using an early computer. He was illegally using an early computer for his company. So in the same way, Edwin P. Land was illegally using a science lab. I forget where the university was, but it was some university science lab, and he broke it into university science lab, and he had used the science lab to develop what was called uh, 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 polarization. Polarization. So he had read this book, and it discussed the polarity. He read this book on polarity when he was a kid, and basically that's the thing. So hold on a sec. So hold on 1 second. So okay. Okay. All right. So that's one more. Uh, okay. So So this is going to be a three definition video, three definitions, comparing three different definitions. So the first one is polarity, the second one is polarization, and the third one is interpolation. So three definitions. All of them are related. I got them. I got them from reading this book, and I'm gonna get the Google definitions up right now. So okay. So let's go and see. So polarity. So polarity is noun having the property of having poles or being polar. It is yeah. So and the relative orientation of poles, the direction of a magnetic or electric field. The state of having two opposite or contradictory tendencies, opinions, or aspects. So that is basically so it's basically the basically the basically the property of having two opposites. So you have hot, cold, north, south, east, west, uh, uh, negative charge, positive charge, things of that nature. So the property of having two, uh, uh, I guess I can't remember what I was thinking about, but I know that the electron has a negative charge within the atom, so the proton would have a positive charge. I'm not sure if it's a proton. It has to be the proton that has a positive charge because I guess the neutron is neutral, whatever. so anyway, so the property of having opposites. So the examples that I gave, well, that is polarity. So interpolation. So interpolation. So what is the definition of interpolation? So the insertion of something of different nature into something else. So a mark interjected into a remark interjected in a conversation. So basically what he talked about was, and I've read this in I read the A plus hardware manual by Michael Myers, and he talked about interpolation, which is how LCD screens work. They work by They work by interjecting different elements within a screen, refracts or alters the character of the light, uh, uh, different portions of the light spectrum in order to create all the colors you see on the LCD screen. So basically, interpolation is basically a method of using polarity in a human application. So that's what interpolation is, and polarization. So last one is polarization. So polarization. So division into two sharply contrasting groups or sets of opinions or beliefs. So so the action of restricting the vibrations of a transverse wave, especially light, wholly or partially in one direction. So that's an example of how polarity is used in common applications such as LCD screens, such as the original example I gave from this book was from Polaroid cameras, because you know how the method that they use to make instant photos, stuff like that. If for those of you who are not like a million years old like I am, so so I still remember the old Polaroid cameras where you had the instant print, and you just point and click, and then you got people always waving their Polaroids. Uh, so basically, those are the three uh, things. Is that the main thing is polarity, which is the state of being opposites, the state of being opposites, and to simplify it. And then interpolation is sort of like a method. So the interpolation is a method of using polarity in human applications, right? And basically polarization is the goal of interpolation. So you insert you insert I forget, it was some sort of, I guess they were small mirrors or something like that. You insert within an LCD screen, you insert small mirrors, and basically through electric charges, those mirrors can line up in uh, 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 a certain pattern, which prevents certain uh, portions of the light spectrum to get through. And then polarization would be the goal of interpolation. So the reason why you're inserting these mirrors into the liquid crystal display is to create a situation in which two different poles are kept separate, and then between that you can create different light colors and spectrums within an LCD screen and within sort of like a Polaroid camera. Yeah, so that was the reason of this video, is just to talk about three definitions related to polarity. And thank you very much, and have a great day, and goodbye. Okay.